Hi, in front of me I have 9 shadows that I more or less made myself. Basically, for the past little while, I've been thinking about getting some pigments and making some shadows for myself, not to sell. I don't want to be a brand or anything like that. But before I invested all of my time into that, and while I was still doing some research about how to formulate and what the best pigments are and the best sourcing for it, I thought I would take some of the shadows that I was decluttering and make some Frankenshadows, kind of experimenting and seeing how these things came together. So these are 9 of the shadows that I made that I liked. I made about 20 and some of them weren't great. There definitely was some limited options what I had to work with. And there were a couple of shadows that I tried a few times and I just never really nailed what I wanted. But these 9 are the ones I decided to keep and play with. Anyways, that's enough of me rambling on about it. Let's take a look at the swatches. The first shadow here has a deep plum base and shifts gold, antique gold, lime, green, turquoise, and blue. I absolutely love these kind of grungy purpley bases that have that gold or a peach forward shimmer. I just think they're so dimensional and I have quite a few of them, but I wanted one that had a smaller particle size. Most of the ones I have quite a large, chunky particle size, so I wanted something that could be a little bit more wearable. This next shadow has a sheer gray-purple base and shifts red, orange, gold, and lime. This is a shadow that I've been really looking for another brand to make and I just haven't really seen, so I wanted to try my hand and see if I could make it myself. The purple in the base is very blue toned, almost going into an indigo. I still want it to be very sheer, but I love that kind of contrasting undertone. I really would love to see a brand make a shadow like this. I have seen a couple that I feel like are kind of similar, but the base is always a little bit warmer purple than what I'm looking for. This next one has a sheer periwinkle base and shifts pink, peach, orange, gold, lime, and green. This one looks pretty similar to the last one, and I would definitely say they are sisters, but this one is a little bit softer and a little bit more cool tone. It does start at the pink instead of the red. It has more of a blue base, and it is a little bit more of a grayed out base than the previous one, also a little bit lighter. And then, of course, the sparkle in it isn't as intense. This one is just kind of a more soft sparkle, whereas the other one had a much more intense metallic sparkly finish. This next shadow has a dove gray base and shifts gold, green gold, turquoise, and blue with gold and silver sparkles. The idea of this shadow was to make my kind of perfect, very glamorous one and done. Something that would just blend in beautifully with my coloring, kind of had that contour color base, but then was super sparkly and super dimensional. This next shadow has an ivory base with a pink to gold duochrome and sparkles that shift blue, indigo, purple, and pink. The last shadow was kind of my, glamorous spicy neutral. This is my everyday spicy neutral. It's just something that's quite wearable that I could build up or have a sheer layer of, and it would just give me that juicy, wet look on the eyes. This next shadow has a warm purple base and a green, turquoise, blue, and indigo sparkle, but it also has some pink and turquoise and blue sparkles mixed in, so it's very dimensional, and the sparkles are all kinds of different particle sizes, so you just get this really juicy, sparkly effect that contrasts with that purple base. I think this one is probably the one I'm the most proud of because I've just never seen anything like this. It's so sparkly, but it's also so colorful. It can be built up or sheared out. I really like this one. This next shadow has a cool brown base and shifts green, turquoise, blue, indigo, purple, and violet. This was kind of my attempt at making a traditional blue-brown shadow that works for me. I've often found that those shadows just pull a little bit too warm, so I wanted something that was a little bit more desaturated in the base and a little bit more cool toned, and I think I managed to nail that with this one. This next shadow has a cool brown base and shifts turquoise, blue, indigo, purple, violet, and pink. You might be thinking, did you just put the same shadow in twice? And I kind of did. They're siblings and they do have the same base, but they do have just slightly different shifts. I made quite a few of these kind of slightly more desaturated purpley blue browns, and these were the two that I really liked, and I couldn't choose between the two of them, so I just kept both. And this last one has a turquoise base and shifts red, orange, gold, yellow, lime, and green. This was basically me trying to recreate Cleona Hilt, but with a orange, gold, green shift as opposed to that kind of pinky orange gold shift. All right, and here they are all swatched out. I think here you can really see the difference between the two blue browns that I made. One of them is definitely more of that strong kind of bluey, and then the other one has that kind of more contrasting greeny cone to it. I think the red with the purple base really stands out, and the ivory with the blue flash just looks so wet and juicy and beautiful and vibrant. I love all of these shadows. I can't wait to wear them more. Anyways, that's it. Thank you for watching. I know it's kind of a short video. I had so much fun with this. I thought it would be really fun to show them off, and I'm kind of proud of myself, especially with the really limited resources that I had to be able to make these. If you're watching this video and you have ever made your own multi-chrome shadows before, I would love to hear every single piece of information you can give me. There is not a lot out there. I found maybe 2 Reddit threads. Anyways, yeah, if you do have any advice, because it is something I'd like to do, I'm thinking it might be a birthday present to myself this summer to get myself some pigments and play around with some bases. So yeah, if you do have any advice, let me know. And yeah, thank you again for watching, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.